Hello, Shuman Rao and welcome back to another video. So this video is gonna be about complete beginners how to start day trading in 2025. So people who don't have any idea to how to get started in the space of trading in the space of financial markets. So this video is completely for them. And this video is completely I already made 10 basically 10 points, 10 simple points, 10 simple points, and I will be dividing this video into two parts so that the video doesn't get very long and boring to watch, because people nowadays have very short attention span, and I want to deliver the most high quality knowledge within a short period of video. So I want to keep the video short, so I will be keeping the video short, and I will be trying to deliver the most out of what I know in the space of what I have learned in the past 3 years of day trading. So let's get started. So basically before moving into the video, if you want to purchase any funded account using the Funded Next platform, you can use the code down in the description box to avail some crazy discounts. So this is the 10 points which I will be focusing on today. So these are the 10 points over here. Let's make it a bit bigger. So yeah, so you can see it. So the very first point is pick your trading style. So what does this mean? So pick your trading style means there are many types of traders. There are swing traders, there are day traders, there are long-term investors, there are scalpers. So you have to be one of them. You don't have to be all of them. You have to be one of them. Pick your suitable style, what you are comfortable with, whether you are comfortable with scalping. I will not recommend scalping for beginners, because it might seem little attractive to beginners that you just get in and out of market within minutes, and you just have to book profits in a short time, and basically it feels like a quick money scheme. But the thing is, it's for professionals. You have to be very strict towards your risk management protocols and stuff like that, and there are basically inside of scalping there are more complicated things that is not as much as simple that beginners think. So I will be not recommending scalping for beginners. But the thing is, first point is pick your trading style. So as a beginner, you can be the very safest option is as a long term investor, you just invest. But everyone, most people do that. But in the space of trading, I would say just be swing trader or day trader. So most of the beginners, I would recommend to them is to try being a day trader or a swing trader. So basically the difference between the day trader and swing trader is in a day trader, what a day trader does is he or she has to open and close close the respective positions within that single day, within that single day. Okay, you can consider it as whether as a day trader, me myself as a day trader, what a day trader's main goal is to stay positive in the end of the day, or to stay positive at least in the end of the week. Every day is not the same. So staying positive in the end of the day every day, it is kind of impossible. But as a day trader, the main goal is to stay positive in the end of the week or in the end of the month. And as a swing trader, a swing trader is someone who aims to capture a swing. So what's a swing? Swing is basically a movement in the market. You can let's just say this, you can consider this as a swing over here. If you consider this as a swing, this is a swing, means movement, a particular movement in the market. This is a short swing. This is you can consider this also as a swing. This is a long swing. You can consider this as a swing. A swing is basically, a movement in the market, a huge movement in the market. And a swing trader, what he or she does is he aims to capture this type of swings. It doesn't matter how much the position lasts. It might last a few hours, few days, or few weeks. But the swing trader's main goal is to capture a swing. And the thing is, the main goal of a swing trader is how big the swing he or she can capture. So basically, yeah, the swing trader is always about. But I would say, if you are a new beginner, don't go for scalping. That is my huge recommendation, because the thing might seem attractive from outside, but it's very very hard from if you actually want to do. As a beginner, it's very hard to do. And the most safest option is long term investing. So basically, that is investing, that is not trading. So my first point, pick your trading style. So what we did, we covered this topic over here. And let's just paint it green, and we will be, we just covered this first topic over here. And the second topic is choose your market and your financial instruments. So if you go throughout my previous videos, you will be noticing that I only trade very selective pairs, very selective instruments. So how did I came to conclusion that they are the best pairs, they are the pairs in which I'm consistently profitable? So basically, you learn these things, you learn this particular market, you just choose your market and you just choose your financial instruments based on your own experiences. So choose your market means you have to do stocks, you have to do crypto, or you have to do forex, or you have to do indices, or you have to do natural gas, or you have to do energy. It's upon you. There are tons of different markets. There are fixed income, those are little complicated ones. Those are something, the big banks, the hedge funds basically trade them. But for a retail investor, for a retail trader, what are the options available is the stocks, the futures are options, basically everyone knows about it, and the crypto futures, or the crypto spot, and perpetual futures, or stuff like that. And forex pairs, forex spots, forex futures, or there are also indices. So yeah, basically, wait a second. So yeah, basically, these are the things. And you just have to choose your own criteria. So you don't just have to rely on the signals and stuff like that, so that you can make some trades upon yourself. So never rely on signals. That is also one of my tips, that you should never ever rely on signals, because those are something, a very 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 bad habit, as any beginner can do. So choose your market, choose your financial instruments. And let's move into the third part. So we also covered this topic over here. Choose a reliable broker or prop firm. So basically, there are two entities in which you can use to trade. If you have your own capital, if you are ready to risk your own money, you can use any broker. So I will be recommending you to use Exness, or something like Dominion Markets, or something like XM, which are very good forex brokers. And they are obviously, if you are in India and somewhere around like that, it's not regulated, but this brokers are itself, they are very trustworthy, and they never they will never show problems in withdrawals. So if you have your own money, you can go with the broker option, but the thing is, if you don't have enough capital, you can go with the prop firm option. So basically, there are prop firms like Alpha Capital Group. Especially first I will be recommending the Funded Next, in which I trade personally, which is a very good prop firm. And there is FTMO, but if you are in India, obviously FTMO doesn't provide services in India, so you will be not able to use FTMO. And there are firms like, there are many firms, and one of the firms is 5%ers. You can use that also. And make sure to, if you want to purchase any funded account using the Funded Next platform, which I highly recommend out of this prop firms. And if you want to purchase any Funded Next funded plan, you can use the code down in the description box below to avail some discounts. So this, again, we covered this topic also. Simple, you have to just find the reliable broker or prop firm, and I just listed out the names. You can choose anyone based on your comfort zone. So the fourth point is one of the most important point: build an edge and work upon it and backtest it with market history. So what does it mean? First, build an edge. What does an edge mean? Basically, positive expectancy. Pardon me, I just slutter so much. So what does an edge mean? Basically, the thing edge itself means in trading is positive expectancy. Means the thing is the set of rules which you will be following in the markets, and whether it will provide you a positive result in the long term or not. And there are basically two types of edges. One is the positive edge, and one is the negative edge. So you have to build a positive edge. If you want to trade, the first is you have to build a positive edge, which will be keeping you in positive in the end of a month, or in the end of the year, or in the end of the 2 year, whatever the time period. But positive expectancy, you have to build that. And as a trader, trading is a very hard job. You just cannot learn this in 2-3 months or 6 months or 9 months. It's not a game of child. It's not a piece of cake. You just have to spend time with the markets. You just have to read everything. And so in this sport, basically, you can tell that you can consider this as a sport. So basically, in this sport, you have to have a set of rules which will keep you ahead of the 99% of the people, and will always in the long term will give you a positive results. So you have to build this set of rules, this set of edge, which will keep you positive in the long run. And work upon it means, once you build an edge, just don't build an edge and start implementing it on the live market. You always have to backtest it and support it with something, with the risk management protocols. I will be coming into that in the, I think, next video about the risk management part. But you also have to work upon the risk management part, because before an edge, the first very most important thing is also a risk management. Because you can have the best edge in the world, but if your risk management is shit, then you are fucked. And backtest it basically with market history. The simple thing, you have to backtest it with the historical price data. So you just have to go to the charts. You have to see the historical price data of 2 years, or last 1 year, or last 6 months, and you have to just perform that same single strategy on the charts. And you have to journal them, that whether it is working or not. You have to take out the win percentage, you have to take out the loss percentage, you have to take out the average risk to reward ratio. You have to journal. Basically, you have to journal while backtesting it. And the fifth point, we also covered this part over here. The fifth point is pick a particular time window or session. So what does this mean? Pick a particular time window or session. This means that while backtesting, and time window means in trading, time window is also an important thing. Basically, there are different sessions. There is an Asian session, there is a New York session, there is again a London session, and there is a Wellington session, and there is Singapore session. Different type of those are some small sessions, but the main thing is the most influential session will be the New York session, because due to the Trump administration and stuff like that, the most influential session will be the New York session. Before the Trump administration, the most influential session was the London session, but now it is New York session. So based on your comfort zone, based on your time window, based on your the time in which you are free, which you can dedicate towards trading, based on that you can choose a session, or you can choose a session based on the profitability backed by backtested data. So basically, after backtesting and after journaling those backtested trades, you will be having a data that in which session you are the most profitable. Based on that data, you can consider your trading, your session. Basically, based on that journal data, you can pick your session also. Or you can the first option, which most people choose, is based on your occupation, based on your timetable, based on your routine. You can also choose your session. So if you ask me the time window of the sessions, then the Asian session, I will be giving you the time windows according to the IST, Indian Standard Time Zone. So according to Indian Standard Time Zone, the Asian session starts around 6 a.m. to continues till about, I guess, 9 to 8 a.m. And after that the Asian session closes, and London session starts at 1:30 according to Indian Standard Time Zone, but the pre-London starts at 12:30 p.m. Yeah. So 12:30 p.m. Yeah, 12:30 p.m. You can consider it as 12:30 p.m. So basically in the morning 12:30. Okay, I'm just getting confused with AM and PM. So after the London session, we get New York session opening. New York open at 6:30 p.m. in the evening, 6:30 p.m. and from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. we get London session and New York session overlapped. So during those times you will be seeing very, very large volumes and very, very large moves. So we covered almost 5 points in this part, and video is getting too long, and we will be coming up with next part. In the part 2, I will be explaining to you about the rest 5 points, and in the part 3 I will be coming with more new points and with some bonus points, and also the teachings of my 3 years of trading wisdom. So soon I will be launching a Chart Addict Academy, sharing my strategies over the 3 years of time period, what strategies I have built, what instruments I trade based on those very back tested strategies, and with verified PNL. I will be sharing those strategies in that academy, so stay tuned. And if you want to buy any funded plan using the Funded Next prop firm, Funded Next prop firm is one of the best prop firms out there. If you want to buy any funded account, you can use the code down in the description box below to avail some crazy discounts. So this was all for the video. We will be coming back in the next part, in the part 2 of how to start trading, day trading as a beginner in 2025 and we will be covering this 5 points also. basically you might have seen this 5 points already, but I will be explaining to you that explaining it to you in detail. So stay tuned, and this was all for the video. Anshuman Rao signing off for today. Peace out.